Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Welcome to News in Detail CP. Welcome our new members to the old ones. We love you guys. So you're supporting us. May the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen to the News in Details. Guys, do us a favor if you haven't hit that red button that says subscribe, the bell that says all. This says you get to know when we upload new video. Guys, I want us to listen. Listen and hear it yourself. Please watch, share out, guys. Thank you so very much.
Because I wanted to make it clear that there are two different stories. The drug story is one, and then the certificates and perjury story is a different one, which came out this week. Now, that story is based on the deposition, the INEC EC9 deposition, the declaration that Bola Tinubu submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission. Bear in mind that this is a sworn statement, it's an affidavit. So basically, if you lie on this statement, you are committing perjury, which is a criminal offense. Now, on this statement, the date of birth that he gave, the university degree certificate that he submitted, the nationality or the lack of nationality that he claimed, all these have been proven to be false. How have they proven to be false? So, a lawyer who is currently in court with Tinubu, he filed a criminal complaint against Tinubu by the name of Mike Enahoro Eba. If you remember at the outset when I said that INEC didn't want to release Tinubu's EC9 form, and this lawyer went to court with INEC, and INEC was then compelled to release this form. After getting hold of this form and seeing what was written on it, this lawyer then contacted his colleagues in Chicago, a law firm called Leahy, Eisenberg, and Frankel, and briefed them, retained them to basically do an investigation on these records as stated on the form. So this law firm sent out subpoenas to Deloitte LLP, which is a consulting company that Tinubu claims to have worked for, sent out a subpoena to Chicago State University, which Tinubu claims to have graduated from, and to Richard Daley College, also in Chicago, where Tinubu claims to have gone. And I think also to Anderson Tax, because Tinubu has also claimed to have worked at Arthur Anderson previously before it went defunct. And for the benefit of those viewing who don't know what a subpoena is basically it's a court document. It's a legal document which is issued under the authority of a court, and it compels the recipient of this document to release all information regarding to whatever topic or individual or subject is written on the subpoena. So the subpoena that went to Deloitte, the subpoena went out on September 16. The response came back September 22. And the response simply said, we don't know this guy. We don't have any record for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, no employment records for him. He has never worked for us.
Mm-hmm.
The subpoena that went to Anderson Tax, we didn't get a response, at least not yet. The subpoena that went to Chicago State University, we got a voluminous response. Basically, all their records, everything that had to do with the person they had on file called Bola A. Tinubu. And this was where it got very interesting, because there is prima facie evidence from the records that they submitted showing that the person they admitted called Bola A. Tinubu is not the person that we know of today as Bola Ahmed Tinubu. First of all,
people have names, similar names, probably.
Yes, in fact, apart from
No, Adam, I'm just trying to talk to David. What about that? Maybe somebody has the same name.
We have to get through the case details. So, on the admissions documents, the transcript results from Richard J. Daley College, which was then known as Southwest College, the person known as Bola A. Tinubu, who applied for admission to Chicago State University, was female. It's written very clearly there, sex F. So that's one thing. Secondly, the date of birth of this person was 1952. Tinubu's stated date of birth, according to INEC EC9 form, was 1954. So different dates of birth, different genders. And then possibly the biggest smoking gun of all, the actual degree certificates which Tinubu submitted to INEC versus the degree certificates which Chicago State University sent in response to the subpoena are two completely different documents. So the degree certificate subpoena from Chicago, bear in mind that this is a certificate which is a direct and exact reproduction of the original degree certificate that was issued to Bola A. Tinubu. right? It's an exact reprint of the certificate that was initially issued. So any certificate purporting to be that certificate should look the exact same as that certificate. But what do we see? The certificate, yeah. So the certificate submitted to INEC, first of all, the logo of the university on that certificate is different to that which Chicago State University sent in response to the subpoena. Different logos. The signatures are different. They're by different people. There are different fields on the form. There are different data points on the form. The font on the form, two completely different font systems. The wording of the degree certificates are different. On the supposed degree certificate submitted to INEC, there are two grammatical errors. And then
so what is INEC saying about this? What is INEC saying about this?
Hang on. Just hang on. I haven't finished. And then the dates on both certificates are different. So on the one on the one from Chicago State University, it says that this degree is awarded on the 27th of June 1979. On the one sent to INEC, it says this degree is awarded on the 22nd of June 1979. So clearly, the one submitted to INEC is a forgery. It's not the certificate that was awarded to Bola A. Tinubu. Now, what makes it worse when you drill down further? I don't know how long you spent reading the story. When you do a little, just a very small online search, like you literally just search fake Chicago State University certificate on Google. Very basic. This is not an investigation. 1 inch deep kind of research. You come across a repository on a website called Pinterest. I'm sure you know what Pinterest is. And you find a picture repository belonging to a platform called diplomamakers.com. And in that repository, you see a template fake certificate for Chicago State University that is an exact replica of that which Tinubu submitted to INEC. The same font, the same grammatical errors in the wording, the same layout, same everything. It's just instead of insert name here, which you see on the template, you see Bola A. Tinubu on the one submitted to INEC. And that. So clearly, Bola Tinubu or somebody working for Bola Tinubu went and used a service called diplomamakers.com, which makes fake degree certificates, printed out a fake degree certificate purported to be from Chicago State University for reasons best known to him, and sent this into INEC. Now you asked, what is INEC doing about this? First of all, it's in court because obviously criminal activity has taken place. Perjury, forgery, these are crimes in Nigeria. So there's that. Secondly, INEC on its own does not have power to do anything. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Now, under the electoral law, the only people who can go to court to try to get Tinubu disqualified as it stands now are fellow contestants. So either a contestant from another party or somebody who contested the APC presidential primaries with him. So an ordinary citizen cannot go to court to compel INEC to disqualify him. INEC on its own apparently does not have the power to verify certificates or to disqualify candidates. Only the courts.
You have heard it, haven't you guys? Please share this video out. Like it so YouTube can recommend it. Please, guys. See us.